It's a Dark Side of Maverick production. Dekigoto Fusha Ojo, Season 1, Episode 2. Misery. Red Devil. It's one misery. Yes, something from the angels. It's wrong. Something I'm becoming unstoppable. I'm running from always running from something I'm becoming. Always running from something I'm becoming. Unstoppable. Something I'm becoming. Unstoppable. a second. Dekigoto Fusha Ojo, Season 1, Episode 2. Start now. It's rather new now, me riding in the garden. When, let's see, oh, new page. Anyways, I guess that means Dekigoto. Dear Diary, this is Dekigoto again. Riding in the garden this time. You'll never believe what happened. Pawn, Rook, and Knight Ghidra all fused together just recently. And now there is a new King Ghidorah. Though he seems rather lazy as of late. Hasn't really been able to get him up. And Dad says that that's a kind of a good thing, that you don't really want to wake up a giant monster, or as they're normally called, kaiju. And I wonder, I can only wonder. Yep, that's for now. Now to see if there's any interesting developments that Dad's found out about. Our new King Ghidorah. Or maybe, to ensure that there's no, arrogancy that's spread throughout the entire thing, we should just call him Ghidorah. Yeah, that sounds nice. Whoa, what was that? What the? The entire space is leveled. Dad, are you alright? Oh, I gotta get that stupid rubble. Dad! Ugh. Creature. Hollow Earth has been exposed. The creature is Angotus. And it seems to be unpleased by the events that took place before. It seems whoever those assassins were, they're not of true loyalty to Hollow Earth. Wait, they were a part of the Hollow Earth? It seems that the closest thing to Hollow Earth's version of humans that they were going to get. It seems that those Hollow Earth assassins, they're a little black market job. Has angered one of the many guardians, one of the many symbols of peace for Hollow Earth. And now it wants to find them, or wherever their base of operations is. And it won't stop until either it's stopped forcefully by another force, or it finds said base of operations and not only kills every single last member, but destroys every single last piece without ever show that it ever existed in the first place. Angerus has become vengeful because of the Hollow Earth humans. Basically, HEH, because of their assassination attempts. Well, pretty much, I myself think that would be an unethical thing to do, but why would it care about anything to do with here? I would think that Angerus, as a protector, wouldn't really want to involve itself with any methods of where we live. That's just the thing. Angerus is probably one of the more loyal protectors to both sides. If Angerus believes that something has gone wrong enough to warrant its protection from those who would want to cause such harm, it will come out of its area of living quarters in the Hollow Earth to fight said force until it is destroyed by its mastery over one of the most devastating elements, wind itself. Oh yeah, Angerus is known to be a very powerful user of the very wind element itself. Whenever Angerus starts using a powerful wind blast, it's definitely not something to take lightly. And plus, Angerus is known to be very skilled and experienced. Well then, I guess. Now what do we do? Wait, this lab. Your lab. Isn't that where Ghidorah? Oh my god. You must find the container. We must make sure that Ghidorah does not leave within the radius that was set of this area. Well, basically, I know what that means in layman's terms. Basically, make sure that we always have our eyes on Ghidorah. And, well, considering I'm its mother, Dekigoto, Mother Dekigoto, Ghidorah would indeed respond to me. I mean, why wouldn't it want to respond to its mother? Might not always be a positive response, but hey, that's kind of how children are. But then again, how parents are whenever their children give negative responses. Sometimes you just gotta have to put your children in timeout. And while I'm not willing to use the King Killer, I will indeed fight back to, well, basically the equivalent of timeout for kaiju. Even the young ones. Well, come on, Ghidorah, you shouldn't be that hard to find. Okay. The devil. That sound. No way. Ghidorah's evolving? Into a different form? No way. I don't think Ghidorah will still be controllable if it does the same thing that its parent did. There's a Kaiser Ghidorah. Will it still listen to me? I have to think. Back whenever they were ski dressed. Pawn, rook, and knight. They were rough little mother fudgers, but in the end, whenever worst came to worst, or whatever happened, they still ended up listening to me one way or enough. I just don't want to hurt them. Because in my mind, they're still the three little geechers I did my best to try to mold into a sort of kaiju with good enough morals to know what or not to attack or not to attack, what to attack and what not to attack. I would hope that this would never happen, because I don't think that if they get into the Kaiser form, they'll be able to tell right from wrong. I don't know if something that powerful can distinguish right from wrong, or if it will just give in to the destructive tendencies of the Kaiser form. Ghidorah, please, please, you have to hold on. Mommy's coming. But what about Anguirus? What if they meet? No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Dekigoto, you cannot start thinking those things. If you do, then you'll never be able to help. Oh God, no, that's Anguirus. This is bad. What the? Oh God, no, Ghidorah! The change. It's already started. No, it's complete. But Anguirus didn't let them have any time to defend themselves. God, no. It changed, but Anguirus was too fast. God, no. God, no. I can't use the King Killer. Anguirus is just a neutral party in all this. If anything, more of a protector than a destroyer. I can't use the King Killer, but then will it really respond if I use the Cyan Wave? I have to try. Cyan Wave! Oh, thank God. Oh, God. Using the perfect version of Cyan Wave. Just to increase the power and control over the attack in general. Training I had to do for that. But I think I may have overdone it. What if Anguirus is now angry at Earth in general? What will happen if it turns on us? I don't want Ghidorah to get hurt. They're my responsibility. If I have to. No, I cannot use the King Killer. It was fine for the original Ghidorah, but not on someone who's supposed to be a protector. I will not go that far. Not unless Anguirus really is going to turn on us. But Ghidorah should have enough time, right? Enough time to get up? Get back up? Please, 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 please be okay. What the? Is Ghidorah? Wait, it's its own version of the King Killer. How did he learn how to use attack that only the Su can generate? I believe that's its own attack. I believe it dubbed the King Killer model Ghidorah. It seems to rely less on singular power and more stretching it out like gravity would stretch time. If Stephen Hawking is to be believed, after the whole failure on his whole black hole theory. You're never gonna let him live that down, are you? Still giving him messages. I'll possibly do that even beyond the grave. You know me too well, my daughter. I'm just surprised that you managed to get out of there and are still walking. Oh, trust me. I know my way to get back up, even whenever I'm stricken down. I mean, you really think that your throwing arm is that weak? That hurt that bad? Honey, you broke my cheekbone. Holy shit, my throwing arm really is that good. It is unless you're just effing with me. Why would I do that now? Really? Hitchhiker whole thing, and now you're gonna ask me why you would do that? Okay, the hitchhiker thing was just a test. It wasn't necessarily effing with you, it was just a test. You continued doing it even after the freaking night was over. And even after you noticed, probably, that I was writing in my diary. Something private only to me. Yet you were still able to spot me from far away, and even tell that I was approaching your house before I could even get to the doorbell. Which is why you told me that it wasn't really all that useful for me to try and do so. I just coughed there. Maybe a premonition. It seems that Ghidorah has made itself an enemy of Ankoros. That is, unless there's anything else that we could... What in the devil? What? But that's not from Hollowed Earth. That's... Oh God, I think the guys that tried assassinating you and Mom might have had a little bit of help from an outside source or two. and that those outside source or sources might have had a secret weapon just in case their original plan failed. Though it might have took some time to finish. Wait, on one of its shoulder guards. M, G, and the Roman sign for 4. You mean 4 in Roman numerals? Yes, that too. MG, and then the Roman numerals for 4. Something 4. MG. Wait, Hollowed Earth. Ingress came from the Hollowed Earth as a protector. So, and Ingress usually is paired itself up in order to basically assist. Usually it assists the one known as Gojira, or Godzilla, if you want to be more mainstream. Wait, MG. G could stand for Godzilla, but the M, with the appearance, there's no doubt what the M stands for. But if all of that put together is what I think it is, both Ghidorah and Anguirus have something to fear. Mechagodzilla 4? No, it can't be possible. It's them, those damn space apes. They're behind the whole parting of those meant to be loyal to Hollow Earth are actually spies from behind the scenes. Spies originally from the Hollowed Earth, but they allied themselves with the damn space chimps. Good God, how could this day get any worse? Not only did this freaking Mechagodzilla 4 pop the frick out of nowhere, but now Anguirus' back is lasered open. Just please, if anything, I don't want them to notice Ghidorah. Ghidorah does not look like it's in any sort of shape to fight. Especially not a newer version of an already new version of an already new version of that freaking Mechagodzilla. That is unless... Wait, Anguirus is looking at Ghidorah, and Ghidorah's lifting its head up, almost as if they're trying to meet each other eye level. Even though Anguirus is on it. I can't believe it. If what I'm seeing and hearing is correct, and Simon apparently somehow was able to understand kaiju, it's called something of a translation inbox? Oh, translation. Now, I wondered why their names kept on flashing around. Wait, no way in hell. Ghidorah and Anguirus, they just a second ago they were trying to kill each other, and now, for the purpose of defending the Earth, ma'am, I believe they have decided to let bygones be bygones. Anguirus, seeing that Ghidorah did not mean to harm anyone, that it was just frolicking around within, well, basically outside of its already made boundaries. It seems, in this rapidly evolving state, Ghidorah couldn't help itself, and became too spasmodic for its own good, that it just couldn't allow itself to stay within the boundaries. I get it. Rapid expansion of curiosity. It was just too much for Ghidorah to contain itself. And your fears about the Kaiser Ghidorah transformation turning it chaotic? Oh, I do indeed believe that its ability to reason with Anguirus has shown that Kaiser Ghidorah, or is our Kaiser Ghidorah, you could King Kaiser Ghidorah. Oh yeah, a mix of both. King Kaiser Ghidorah it is. Yes, King Kaiser Ghidorah has a very good understanding of how other kaijus work, almost as if its understanding of other bijus is rivaling that of the very... No, not bijus, freaking kaijus, what the frick am I saying? Anyways, back to the story. Almost as if its knowledge of other kaijus and how they operate are at the same level of the very king of monsters himself. So, by nurturing a fallen spirit of what used to be the original, I was able to create something even more powerful. It seems that the good seed that you have implanted upon the formation of this new Ghidorah has allowed for a much greater of a development. While the appearance stay the same as its father, the power is where the difference lies. And basically also with other attributes. Speed, agility, even knowledge, like I said, about the ability to understand other kaiju so well that this could even happen. Such a straightforward the fact that almost exactly within what could be considered kaiju light speed, Anguirus understood and was willing to go with the plan. So even persuasiveness has increased. That is, if the original Ghidorah ever was a persuasive one at all. So basically, we just got Ghidorah Plus. You could indeed say that the father has indeed superseded the son, but not without help from its mother. In other words, Dekigoto, you seriously are lowering your expectations for yourself. And your confidence is lacking as well. Probably one of the most noticeable things about you. It's almost like how much you worry for Ghidorah equals how much you feel that you have lost your chutzpah, you could say. Well, I guess always worrying about something else all the time, or someone else, something else, always worrying about the little Ghidras, whenever they would turn into Ghidorah, and see how that panned out, always worrying they really had time to expand upon what I could do with my current situation. And so I guess, yeah, my own confidence would falter a little. A little, ma'am. Dekigoto Chan. Dekigoto Chan. Your confidence seems to be down in the dumps. Now, I believe I know exactly what would be to cheer you up, and maybe even rein back some of that confidence, maybe even more than before. Allow you to be yourself again, but better. It is always good, because if you don't have confidence in yourself, then even the strongest of your abilities will not be able to be as strong as they should be. In other words, by lacking confidence in yourself, you are only hindering yourself. I see what I have been missing all along. Thank you, Simon. Oh, don't just thank me. Your father was also helpful with some of the information that I was able to gather about your lack of confidence recently. It's only been 10 months, over a year, that she's been doing this. And now you just so happen to bring to the forefront that it's a problem. And you know what else is a problem? That. Well, you actually managed to, for a couple seconds, materialize a hand. Cool feature, Simon. Oh, and I know, but with the power of two kaijus, and kaijus that are working together, that, even if they're a little wounded, like Godzilla and anyone who he was willing to work with in the past, have shown that if they work together, two kaijus can overcome any obstacle. Well, as long as there are more kaijus on the other side that are also willing to do the same, but let's not talk about that right now. After all, I'm looking for a confidence boost, not a confidence crusher. Ah, yes, let us see what is going to happen next. Well, what is this? Whoa, what the heck is that? I think I can translate, my dear Dekigoto-chan. Simon, please do, because that looks dangerous. Well, for the most part, it seems that Angerus is channeling most of the power. Well, considering the two different beings, which one do you think would need more time to channel the correct amount of power? And considering the difference in between their builds, who do you think would have more difficult time now that they've just now evolved into this transformation? Yeah, especially because this is supposed to be, at least from what I've been, told, even stronger than the original Kaija Ghidorah. That's why we call King Kaija Ghidorah. So you're saying because they're different builds, Angers would have an easier time getting the get up and go for starting an attack. But you're saying it like they're doing it at the same time. Haven't you ever heard of it? What do you mean by haven't I ever heard of it? Miss Dekigoto-chan, it is called a collaboration technique. A collaboration technique? Oh, yes. I believe the message that they've been giving to each other whenever they were looking eye to eye while they're channeling their energy. Oh yes, body language I can also relay, even of the most exquisite of kaiju between them. Well, what do their body language convey? Well, the name of the attack. Wait, they name their attacks too? Cool! This is a collaboration one, you said? Yes, the winds of Anguirus, as powerful as they are, with whatever sort of power Kaiser has. Well, usually it sticks to some sort of electricity, am I not right? Like the Ghidras? They had electrical powers even when they were just little babies, separate from each other. It was even dangerous for Dad to be around them, especially considering he carried all sorts of supplies. And they were hungry little mofos. Pawn, rook, knight, all three of them. Ah, yes. I can sense it, the electrical energy. Fusing wind energy with electrical energy. What do you think would happen, Miss Dekigoto? Well, if my science group back at school taught me anything, Basically, both elements would enhance each other to the point which basically it would become suicide to even make a single inch of, physical contact with whatever was causing them to do what they were doing. In other words, wind and electricity, basically together, would only support each other in a way so supportive that it actually would become chaotic in a way. To the point, basically, that, well, wind being known to be the most destructive element, and lightning not too far behind, more or less an instigator of such power, to the point to where, if indeed they did fuse, the only thing I could really tell is, depending on what kind of attack they unleash, is either going to be really good or really bad. I indeed do sense something. Do you remember the straight beams that were fired when we first encountered that Ghidorah? Oh yeah, like the magnetization energy that was coming off of them, radiating off like actual radioactivity? Oh yes. I believe if something like that is bellowing within Ghidorah, from the way that Ghidorah and Anguirus looked at each other. Oh, so a singular beam. And how Anguirus usually handles wind when it comes to attacks like that. But If it's the other way around, and the wind attack that Angerus is using is actually going to be helping instead of hindering, finding a way to blast it back, but instead blast it forward as if giving it more power, which electricity and wind combining actually would indeed give a lot of power to the elements, both at the same time. Well, basically the name, please, I basically just said the bare bones obvious for anyone who had taken the same class as me. Or classes. Man, we kept on getting force-fed the same stuff. You wonder why we don't just jump out of the window and commit seppuku. Oh, yes, the name of the attack. Well, from what I could tell from their body language, something that favors more Ghidorah than it does Angerus. Though I don't think Angerus quite minds. Besides, from said body language, I think Angerus was more the one to suggest it than Ghidorah. What? So, maybe Angerus is not exactly, as brutish on our little King Kaiser Ghidorah as we once thought. Well, from the way it looks and from their communication, what little of it I could indeed, and am now just now starting to. Oh, yes. Indeed, it was more or less of a misunderstanding. Angerus thought Ghidorah to be a threat, and Ghidorah had no idea of Angerus' existence, considering it was merely flying around. Probably didn't even notice that Angerus was actually a living thing, more or less just an additive to the several mountains and caves around the area. Well, Angerus is very spiky. So, the name? You said Angerus inspired it more than Ghidorah did? Yes. And I think it fits perfectly. I don't know if you'll feel the same, but I definitely think so. Considering what type of attack it is, I don't think there's a better suited name for it. The King's Sword. The King's Sword? Whoa, that sounds cool. Though, I think they may need a little bit of a starting point, like a get up and go. That's exactly what they were talking about. A signal. Well then, allow me to help them with that. Mushi no Kaisen. Just like a flare. Come. I believe they see it. He is who will act first. I think that's a little obvious. Angerus is gonna have to produce the wind that will cover the lightning. You indeed prove again your intelligence. I think it's readying. There goes the wind! Wait, do you see the black clouds? Is literally something lightning from everywhere at once? I think it's making itself a conductor, almost as if this lightning will be coming from everywhere at once, all the way into the center of its body, lashing out completely, just like the sword. Now I know why anger is. Oh my. Now I know why the name sticks so well. Wait, what is that Mechagodzilla 4 doing with its head? It's creating a barrier, like the previous Mechagodzillas before it. It has that stupid barrier attack. Mm, Son of a. Really pissing me off. Damn it. Stupid little thing. Thinks it can just mess with shit? I've had enough. You think you're so cool with your stupid little barrier shield. Well, I've got something for you. Make sure that whenever I do hit this thing, I don't break my arm. Calm down, Dekigoto. Don't let your anger control you. But this guy, at the end of the day, he is going to pay. I'll make sure that the sword hits him right through, and that those little space chimps and their little assassin buddies can go and accept and up yours. Well, let's see you handle. And it becomes quiet all of a sudden. Everything's dark. Wait, I remember. This is it. I know what this is. Come out. Well, aren't we just little potatoes? It's funny why every time you have ever seen me, you always call me something like a vegetable. Sepper. So I guess if you couldn't have me, you had to have the world. Idiot. Why must you call me an idiot? Dekigoto. No, I have the power now. I can kill any of your friends if I want, even your father. Oh yeah? Let's see who's standing tall still after I do this. What the? Gemstone! No! You played my game. On me! You son of a... I hate you. Now that I have this... Replay! Zephyr, you idiot. You couldn't have me, so you went mad. Voice in my head, always telling me what's right and wrong. You were just obsessed with what you saw in me. And now, you're going to suffer because of it. But, think of it like this. By suffering, you're helping someone finally after all. After all, you finally found a way to help. Even if it's not exactly something you desire. Now, Zephyr Punch! Barrier Breaker! Over here! Guys, don't let up! Keep your attack! Remember? I think at least one of you guys should. These guys can survive without their heads. Why would you think the fourth model wouldn't? Keep it up! Don't worry about me! Now that's it. Keep it going! The King's Sword! Dekigoto! Relax, Doctor. I have managed to keep you from being destroyed by the attack. What about my daughter? What about my poor Dekigoto? She is right about everything she said about me before. I've failed all of them. Even her! Damn it! Don't worry. I can scan for life. Wait, there's movement. Not hers, but something else. What? King Kaiser survived. I thought with all the energy that was let out, that would cause both King Kaiser and Anguirus to collapse. Wait, I must use my scanners to search for the life of both Dekigoto and Anguirus. We know that King Kaiser survived, but the two of them are a different story. Wait, smoke is lifting. No, please, Anguirus, don't. Not anymore. It's okay. You got blown back a little bit, but we'll be fine. I know Ghidorah's fine. I mean, I saw it from all the way over there. All I'm worried about now is you got shot in the back really bad, so it's a little bit more of a worry of your life. Plus, I even heard Ghidorah's plea in its words that you needed more help than it. Poor thing. Poor thing. Please, please stay awake. Stay with us. What? No! That's your heart. Come on. I have to do something. No, damn it. Why? Chris, you died saving us. What's going to happen now? Ghidorah. Father. Simon. Wait, what is that? I feel it. Gojira. Wait, angers. I see. Kind of anger, yes. I see. Father, it's okay. He's coming for anger, yes. Wait, look into the eyes. Dekigoto, look into the eyes. What? No. Staring at Ghidorah. Oh no! We started another war! Wait. And Godzilla sees the wreckage from the king's sword and realizes the sacrifice that has been made. Angora's used all its power, while this version of Ghidorah still has some left in the tank. Yet can also read from the expression and the body language that this was not what was meant to be. There was other things, other variables that were inside. I see. So, just in time, we were able to get Godzilla to see that we meant no harm, even though we possess Ghidorah. Not really so much possess, but pretty much made this new Ghidorah's home. Godzilla, if you are willing to listen, this is no longer Ghidorah. This is the new Ghidorah. King Kaiser Ghidorah. If you wish to do battle, I have my deepest prayers that you do not wish to kill, only to fight. It seems you have settled Godzilla's soul. It is only returning with anger, probably to proper burial. And probably even with the viewing of what is left of Mechagodzilla 4. That's right. The shoulder plates had that on them. One of them seems to have survived. Godzilla must have seen that. Yes. If a computer, such as yourself, can read expressions and other things, then I believe humans have the potential to do it too, as I think I saw something in the twinkle in Godzilla's eye. A twinkle that basically says that it knew that this new version of Mechagodzilla was here, and that the new Ghidorah and Angus had fought till one of their last breaths in order to destroy the new Mechagodzilla, in order to save and not destroy. Ensuring in Godzilla's mind that this new Ghidorah is not one that it would be in great interest to fight. That we wish no ill intent upon that of the Hollow Earth. That we were just doing what we must do in order to survive. Just as what they would probably do. And as they were showed, was doing. And the belief that the Ghidorah it saw was the same Ghidorah that fought in the past. Ah, yes, indeed. Now, King Kaiser Ghidorah, I believe your mother is upset with you, very, very, very upset with you. Oh, you have no idea the truth within your words, Father. Your grandpa is very, very right. Sadly for you, he's more right than she'll ever probably know. Now, down! Don't look at me like that, you three heads.